Hello everyone. In this video, I'll share my prediction for Thursday's World Cup match. We've got France playing against Morocco. A very interesting matchup has made it to the World Cup quarterfinals. And the expectations for this game are just as high. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like what I do. And also, don't forget that you'll find a link to my Telegram in the channel header, where I post the predictions I'm most confident about. Alright, let's get started with the match. Throughout the group stage and all their playoff matches, the French have played a very systematic style of football focused on total domination. They created a lot of chances, attacked a lot, but at the same time, their defense wasn't always perfect, especially in cases where their opponents were capable of playing constructive attacking football. I wouldn't say that Morocco's a truly super attacking team, but they can definitely create some danger for the French thanks to their adaptive play and attack, as well as having some pretty capable players in certain positions. It's also worth noting here that Morocco not only has very good transitions from defense to attack, but they also have some pretty decent shots from medium and long range. For example, Hakimi is quite good at shooting on goal, and so are the players who play in the attacking line, attacking midfield, or even the defensive midfielders, for instance. That's why I wouldn't rule out the possibility that the French might have some problems in this aspect in today's match. They could even concede a goal. But as for the context of what's happening on the field, I don't expect any surprises here. At this World Cup, the French probably have the strongest attacking potential, and it's quite consistent. We can see that starting from the game against Senegal, the team has been scoring a lot of goals. Although it's often pointed out that the first half of the match against Senegal wasn't played in the best way. But as we know, football is a story made up of two halves of 45 minutes each, and you can always adjust your game during the timeouts that exist at this World Cup in the form of cooling breaks or during halftime. And in this way, you can shake up the team a bit and get the result you need. The only thing that raises concerns about the French here is the possible scenario that could unfold, just like it did in the match against Paraguay. That is, the Moroccans really do have the style of play as an option. They can play extremely defensive football here, but the Moroccans don't really sit too deep near their own goal. Instead, they try to push their defensive game further up the field. Closer to the center of the pitch, let's put it that way. So that's why. As for whether we should expect the same kind of football as in the game against Paraguay when facing the French, I think that's probably unlikely. That's why I expect something similar to what Morocco showed in their match against Brazil, but with the opponent attacking with even greater intensity. And if we're comparing this to any of the French team's matches, honestly, pretty much any of their games would work as a reference here. Maybe the most relevant example would be their match against Senegal, where the team also tried to push the opponent's play away from their own penalty area, but over the course of the whole match, that didn't really work out for them in terms of overall effectiveness. So, as for my prediction for this match, I'd highlight the option of France's individual total being over 1.5 goals.